Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel from the Dice Tower. Every year we do our top games of that year. And in fact, we just did that now. When we do our top games of the year, we can't play every game that comes out in the year before we get those lists done. It's just not possible. We try to do our best in playing everything. We try to get to as much stuff as we can, but also things change. And so every year, I like to do sort of a look back at the previous year. And so I and many other people in Dice Tower are going to take a look at our top games from last year, revisit it. And so what I did for this was, without looking at last year's list, I remade my top 10. And then I looked at last year's list and compared them. And let's see what kind of changes happened. So number 10 for me from last year, and this is new to the list, didn't make my top 10 last year. This is Flip Town, a roll and write. Now, roll and writes are not my favorite genre, but Flip Town is such a fun little Western-style game as you're flipping poker-style cards and getting to do actions, which can compound in other actions, but all the actions are thematic. You can go dig for gold. You can even go and rob some graves if you want to. You're going chasing down and building your little Western town. I like all this, and it comes together well. So this was brand new to the list. There's only 2 new games on the list as a spoiler, so number 10 was one of those. Number 9 is World Wonders. This was number 3 last year, so it dropped 6 spots. Again, it's still in the top 10. I want to kind of head that sort of thing off now because people are like, oh, it dropped so much. No, I played hundreds of games, probably 500 to 600 games from 2024. So this is, or 2023. This is not going to be changing, not dramatically. But it's just that some other stuff moved up. That's kind of what happened here. And so I like that stuff just a little bit better. But World Wonders is still going strong, and that expansion that came out is a lot of fun. Number 8 was Freelancers, which was in the exact same spot. Really like this dungeon crawl. Not dungeon crawl, adventure-style game with an app. Plaid did really good. Number 7 was also in the same spot, Seas of Havoc. This game doesn't get as much love, but I love the piratey theme of mixing a captain with a ship together and going around just shooting at each other. That's a lot of fun. Number 6, also in the same spot, Tales of Red Dragon Inn. This dungeon crawl with the pre-made maps and fun humor. So that's 3 in a row. They were saying, nope, 4, because number 5 was also in the same spot. And again, I made this list without looking at the year last year, so I was pretty impressed that I put these in the same order. But Arborea, which is just a fantastic game. One thing I want for Arborea is I want a slightly bigger board. But man, the chaining of actions, or like you get on these boards and the farther out, you just get more actions. I just really like that mechanism a lot. Okay, number 4 is a game that was number 10 last year, so it shot up 6 spots. And that is Paths of Civilization. Man, Path of Civilization, I just love this game. It is not necessarily a looker, but the mechanisms, and I got to play this even more this year, and I think that's why it's gone up so much, just because it's just so entertaining to play these cards. And I mean, it's not that long of a game, but you have 5 cards, and you're using 4 of them each round. And then there's just something about that. That 5th card just goes out every round, and then you buy a new card every round. And I like that concept, and then the different branches that you can go off from there. Just a fantastic game. Number 3 is Veil of Eternity. This is down 1 from last year. It was number 2, and the only reason it dropped is because a higher game pushed it down. But a great game, great expansion that came out this year. Number 2 is Earth. Also, that was my number 1 last year. It got pushed down 1 spot because a new game hit the list and went straight to number 1. And you probably won't even expect what my number 1 game is. But first, I want to say great. Earth is still fantastic. Very much looking forward to the expansion for Earth. Love it a lot. And it won Game of the Year for Dice Tower Awards. So fantastic for them. My number 1 game I actually had played in 2023. It just didn't make my top 10. But the more I've played it, I love having a game that fits in an hour time frame. Super thematic, super interesting, great components. And this is Terrorscape. Terrorscape has really shot up for me. I really enjoy this game. There's a lot of expansion stuff, but just that base idea game where one person is the bad guy in the house and everyone else is hiding from them. And it feels so evenly matched. That's what's so impressive about this game. The killer is scary to the people running from him, but he's also like, where are they? And I don't know. I just really enjoy this game. Because 2 new games came on the list. Thunder Road Vendetta fell off, but it's like at number 11 or something, so it's fine. And Ticket to Ride Legacy also fell off. And that's just because, the Legacy games don't hold up in your head as long afterwards, right? I'm not still playing them, and there's no other reason for that. Other games that I considered: Forest Shuffle, Distilled, Sleeping Gods, the new one, Masters of the Universe, The Fox Experiment, Match of the Century, Kinfire Chronicles. These were all really good games, and they could have easily made the top 10. Anyway, that's how 2023 looks to me now. Thanks for watching. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.